Welcome to the Overtly Disagreeable podcast where two assholes talk about nothing. We're your hosts. My name is Kent, and this is Shane.
Hello, everyone.
Fuck, it's been a long fucking day.
Yeah, I know. Started this one kind of late.
Yeah, we started late, but at least we started as soon as I got here.
Yeah.
Which I do kind of like that. If I can get here earlier, I think that's a good practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pop it in.
Just pop it in, yeah. Have you heard of the Amazon forest fires lately?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's all over the news.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it. Everyone has a fucking opinion about it.
Yeah, so do
I was going to, okay, this is relevant. I mean, we can keep, I don't know where you want to take the Amazon fire, but I have something I want to talk about that has like a slight
segue?
Not segue, but like commentary on that, but it's like a trigger for me.
Okay, yeah,
But
go ahead.
You want me to go do it
Yeah,
now?
yeah, just do it.
So this is a bit of an offshoot, but I'm going to take the advantage of bringing up the Amazon forest burning.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting triggered lately on Facebook by my like hyper leftist friends.
Yeah.
Who like they post the dumbest fucking memes. Like I feel like they need a new definition of like try hard memes, where it's like they're trying so hard that they're either arguing against their own points they've previously made, or just don't make fucking sense.
Yes.
So the one that's not about the Amazon rainforest I saw like last week, it was like anti and then dash against, right? And then dash fascist.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I know,
thing.
yeah.
And then,
the literal definition of anti-fascist,
yeah, exactly.
yes.
And then they had the other one where it's like alt and then dash neo and then right
What?
dash Nazi.
Yeah. But there is no alt neo-Nazi.
No. I'm saying like, the definition of alt is neo.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
The definition of right is
Nazi.
Nazi. Is Nazi.
Yeah.
So they started out by being hyper literal.
Yes.
And then just immediately when they wanted something to change the definition, they just pulled whatever fucking word out of their ass that had almost literal no relation.
I don't. Yeah, because even when you explained to me, I was confused. I'm like, alt and neo are not even close to the same thing.
It's just okay. That part I'll give them. But
really? I don't
because
know.
it's the representation of it. Like I don't know. The way the people portray the word neo, even though it's not actually the way it means, is like extremist.
Yes.
Right? Even though Nazi is already now by de facto the word for extremist. Like,
yeah, a Nazi is in itself already extreme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's extremist. It's ATM machine.
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
So anyways, they posted one. I think I screen capped it because I wanted to like do it really specifically, but it was about the Amazon rainforest.
Mm-hmm.
So under the same kind of vein of the last one, right? This is a tweet that they're retweeting on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the tweet says. And it's not from one of my friends. They're just the ones retweeting it. In a sane world, every major government would be moving firefighting equipment and men to the Amazon. And if Bolsonaro didn't like it, we'd tell him it's that or war. No, I am not exaggerating. So what these pacifist leftists who don't want to engage in violence theoretically are saying is that they want to invade a country under the guise of peacekeeping.
Yes. Yeah.
Where have I heard that before? I don't know.
I don't
know.
Libya,
Iraq.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know. Hey, Ken, how did Libya go?
Not so well.
I think they call it a failed state. So I don't know. It's just that kind of stuff. Like, while I'm kind of giddy right now, I read that and I'm just like, it's almost like I'm not even mad at the statement being made. It's just I'm mad that people I know would make such like intellectually dishonest things like right off the rip. It's the same thing with the right Nazi thing. It's like you're taking such a stretch. Like, I was with you for the anti and against and the and fascist. I'm all for that. You can go ahead. But you're starting it off by making a perception of literal definitions of like expansion of words so people understand what it means, right?
Yes.
But then you just pick whatever fucking word you want. So it's like, right, tacos. There you go. Neo tacos. There you go.
Yeah, I just want to point out those are also the same people that says Nazi does not mean National Socialist Party. Okay,
exactly. Or no, they specifically just leave out the socialist part. I saw that thing you were talking about. It's like, they just don't want to acknowledge the fact that socialism has been tied as a word to something overtly negative.
Yes.
As a way to cover for themselves.
The Nazi Party is the National Socialist Party of Germany.
They would argue that this doesn't operate under socialist
value.
They
would. But the point is the name thing,
exactly.
right?
It's the same thing with communism. It's like, communism is a better form of society, even though it's completely theoretical, and all the times that it has been tried in the past is immediately taken over by some sort of enigmatic dictator,
It ends
and
up
then
turning
gets
to a
perverted
dictatorship,
completely. The same way that most times socialism goes. It's I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it never works, but I'm just saying, like, saying that it's the only answer and it's the only thing that could possibly work and it's a perfect system seems kind of missing the point of history.
Yes. Did you know? So when I first saw all this stuff about the Amazon forest fires coming up, my first instinct is I thought the Amazon forest fires the Amazon caught on fire every year, like during July to September.
Oh yeah, like the ones that are happening in like California and stuff like that.
Yeah,
where it just gets super hot and then
they just burn, and then like it's actually necessary for the ecosystem for the Amazon. And so I looked it up, and I was right. This actually does happen every year
on a smaller scale. Yeah.
See, that's where the next thing happened. So everyone was saying how this is the biggest fire that's ever occurred.
Yeah.
It's the biggest fire in the last 10 years. But before that, there were bigger fires.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't actually look it up myself, but from what I've heard, they were trying to do like, not excavation, but they're basically clearing out, and it got out of hand. Like, so it's a man-made fire.
Oh,
that's gotten out of hand. So
if that's the case, then that might be an issue.
Well, but probably the reason why it's getting out of control to a point where the ecosystem isn't like finding a natural stop.
Yeah. I mean, that's entirely possible, but to say that it's the biggest fire ever in the Amazon just seems inaccurate. I got it from like a New York Times article.
People just saying whatever's necessary to bring attention to it, which when you find anyone that, like us, takes 2 seconds, like even us, we're lazy to a certain degree, but 2 seconds in reading articles sometimes, just reading the article past the headline illuminates far more of what the article is actually saying than what the headline says.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I read one that was, again, from these kind of like leftist people on my Facebook, and, I should say hard leftists, that are talking about how like the Proud Boys are just wasting Portland's money and that's their complete objective. I'm like, yeah, of course. They're baiting Antifa to come out and start fights and stuff
because
like
they just showed up for like 10 minutes and then they left.
Yeah, that's what I've heard is reported. And then all the people that start the riots and the fighting and the clashing with cops are Antifa.
Yeah.
Right? But then Proud Boys are the quote-unquote instigators because they showed up first, and then the police are escorting them, quote-unquote, when realistically what they're doing is making sure the Proud Boys don't do anything stupid to start a fight. Well, but then Antifa comes out bigger and harder.
There was that one Proud Boy who was trying to start shit, but then like the rest of them were just like, dude, you gotta fucking cool it.
As a group, like, everyone's gonna have bad seeds. Even Antifa can have bad seeds.
They're all bad seeds at this point.
When the majority of it is that, or at least the ones that are on the ground doing the actual rioting or protesting, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I personally think they're setting things back for progressive values and whatnot.
I feel like it's like how they used to say that Republicans and Democrats were flipped back in the day, where like they had different values.
Now.
I feel like it's the same kind of thing where it's like when we grew up, it was cool to be a leftist, Democrat, progressive, make drugs legal. Like, people with tattoos aren't degenerates, stuff like that. And
free speech, say whatever you want.
Exactly. Hard free speech to the point where it's like, let's criticize religion and all these establishments and stuff like that, and everybody just takes it on the chin.
Pretty much.
And now it's like, no, you can't make jokes. Every joke must be for everybody. It's like, that's not what we were talking about 10, 15 years ago.
That's not the same things I remember mentioning.
Like, I still like the old campaign of things. It's the same thing when they're like, oh, if you're for women's rights, you're a feminist. It's like, no, the ideology, like, I can be for that without being part of the ideological movement, which is just poisonous.
Yeah. I mean, there's that whole intersectionality thing that's part of feminism.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I mean, I've had people say to me, oh, if you believe in equal rights, then you're a feminist. And then I'll say, okay, but I don't like intersectionality.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, well, then you're not a feminist.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, so what is it?
Exactly. It's just, you have to toe the line. And again, we say this every week probably, but it's like that. You have to say everything that they say.
Yeah, that's pretty much. You have
so
to agree
homogenous and boring, with no sense of like difference, except for the differences that they allow. It's like you're literally breaking up society into groups, and into some degree racial groups. Like, there was a Tim Pool video I saw where he was taking a like a quiz or whatever of who, if you're a Democrat or a Republican.
Oh yeah,
And the
I know
first question is basically, are you of an ethnic group or white?
Yeah,
Like
he's
everything or white. It's
Yeah.
like
To be fair to that quiz he took, it was pretty accurate by the end. When
Was
he,
it?
yeah, by the end it put him at like a slightly left point of view.
What did he choose for the first one? Did he choose?
I can't remember what he chose. I
white?
think he chose that he was ethnic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, again, I feel like if he took the test, wrote down all of his answers, did all the same, but flipped the race, I bet you he would be pulled into a like not slightly right, but full like off to the right.
I mean, it's possible.
I
I
would like
don't
to see
even
him do
know.
that.
I don't even know how I would answer that because I'm ethnic, but like I don't act or identify with like ethnic values whatsoever. I would have trouble answering that
I
question
know.
too.
It's the same thing with me too. It's like I'm mostly European. What's European? Is that
Yeah.
ethnic? I don't really think that's too ethnic. It's
a little
foreign.
ethnic.
It's like
yeah.
it's a little ethnic, but I'm whiter than most like Indian people.
Yeah. So
I
like
don't-
how do you answer that question?
it's
Such
just-
a shit question.
Yeah, he's brought it up before, where it's like mixed race people have no place in the society that these ideologues have set for themselves by having these like hard, rigid parameters of boxes they put people into.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you're black, you must vote Democrat, or else you're a fucking coon, or whatever else they want to fucking call
Which
you.
is incredibly racist,
Yeah,
by the way.
It's immediately when they're not towing their line, it's like carte blanche on calling you whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, fuck
But they're
that
not
shit,
racist.
man. Yeah, they're not racist.
But
We're
yeah,
racist.
I don't know. Those couple memes really annoyed me, and that one in particular, I was just like, you want to start a war with Brazil
Yeah.
over a rainforest? Like, you want to invade
Well,
someone's sovereignty?
So what I think is interesting is that Bolsonaro, like, he hasn't been in power very long, has he? It's only been like
No, he just got voted in like recently.
Yeah.
If not like last year.
I wanted to say 2 years. I might be wrong on that, but
Okay.
it's recently.
Yeah, it's very recent.
And he's like I think liberals won't identify him as this, but he's like a worse version of Trump.
Yeah.
They might identify Trump as worse.
Well,
but
he was saying stuff like, if you want to save the environment, poop less. and
yeah,
shit,
that's
or
right.
eat less.
Which we laughed at him
It's
for.
fucking stupid.
So I think this is coinciding with the whole rainforest thing, where people are up in arms about the Amazon rainforest being on fire because Bolsonaro is the leader. Like,
so
if it was a
being
liberal
more
leader,
critical of it,
yeah, that's
or
right.
else if it was a liberal leader,
At
you
least I
think
suspect that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you wish you could live in like an alternate reality where you could see the outcome of like the other one, be like, you guys are a bunch of fucking
Yeah,
hypocrites.
and then just make extrapolate.
Although,
like, make,
if I'm right about what I heard about it being started by the government to clear cut, like clear out the
which is a legit problem.
because he campaigned on that.
Yeah,
Like, he said
did.
he was going to do it. So
Yeah.
I guess he's doing what he said he was going to do, but at the same time, like,
Which we need to be careful about, because like I don't know how much more of the Amazon rainforest we can destroy without it really affecting the ecosystem.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a wait and tell, because people can speculate, but
Mhm.
at the end of the day, we're not going to know what the real effects are until we're starting.
Until after we're done.
Yeah, fucked by them.
You know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe we should go to war with them. You know, maybe we should
Whatever.
fuck them up.
You know, honestly, we all collectively on the world did this to ourselves.
Yeah.
Everyone had a hand in it, no matter what you did, no
Mhm.
matter how much action or how little action. Even babies, they also are part of this. problem.
They're the biggest part of this.
So I would say, let's just see how it rolls, and then let things work themselves out, because they kind of usually do.
hmm
But if it works out for the worst, then you know what? We're going back to survival of the fittest.
yes,
We're
yes,
getting
we
the
are.
cream of the crop humans again, instead of the whole range. And
I'm
finally-
fucking dead.
People forged in fire. Maybe it might work out a little better for everybody.
Well, that basically means people who do podcasting are dead, because like we're useless to the world.
Yeah, we're useless to the world now, but then we'll do a podcast after.
Yeah,
When the
okay.
world is,
If we
like-
manage to survive, yeah.
exactly, right? And then we'll be able to have a better podcast. People will listen to it, the few that are left.
Yeah.
And they'll have quality, because we'll have experienced the world.
That must I'm sure it'll transfer over. Not just like two guys who just like fucking hate the world and hate, I don't know, if zombies come to fruition
You can
from that or
totally
something.
prop up my body until Mike can pretend that I'm talking. I
Okay.
give you full lease.
All right. Fuck, man. So yeah, how was your week?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It works. Average, like, hecticness. I finished a bunch. There was one like rush order that somebody wanted that was like 3-day rush.
Is
and
that
then-
like how many shirts?
We were doing 1,000 for the total order, but they only needed like 200 for that specific day.
Okay, I see.
So because I rushed those 200, they bought us beer.
Oh shit!
So,
Really?
I have a case of beer. We had like a 1 beer on Friday and
There we go.
chilled out. It was nice.
Yeah, that's nice of them.
Yeah.
How much extra does that kind of thing cost? A fair bit more, I would imagine.
Normally you would like charge, but our boss told us not to rush charge anybody anymore. So
I feel like that's gonna set a bad precedent.
I agree, but at the same time,
Well, he might know what he's talking
saving
about.
money for the customer and towing to their needs keeps customers just as well. So
Yeah, it
I
keeps
don't
them
know.
pretty happy.
I don't know. I don't like being used like that, but at the same time, we're stable enough right now with the not a lot of work we have that I can pull that kind of shit off if I
Mhm.
Tetris it right.
Yeah,
So,
okay. Fair
It
enough.
worked out. Like I said, beer.
Beer.
Otherwise, work was fine. Been playing a lot of Dead Cells lately. I've been unlocking a bunch of blueprints that I hadn't unlocked before.
Okay.
So now I have magic missiles.
Oh, okay,
which are
yeah, I
pretty
know.
dope.
Yeah, that's the fucking metagame kind of shit, isn't it?
It's pretty dope. I got pretty far, but in the later levels, it comes a little trickier. But yeah, you can do some bullshit where you like stand on ledges and have like 45-degree angles at enemies that can't even hit you.
Oh,
And you
fuck.
and you just laser the fuck out of them.
Okay.
The assault shield's still #1 shield.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
So it's
parry
magic
slide.
missiles and assault shield?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then double traps, and then you just
Yeah.
level up purple. It's actually you'd like that build.
Yeah,
So
no,
you
that
can build
sounds good.
tranquility and shit like that.
But I wouldn't use the wolf's trap. I'm not a fan of that one.
No, you want it purple anyway, so you
Yeah.
go for the bleeding and the double shot.
Yeah, that's probably what I would go for, yeah.
Yeah.
And see if I can just do a build that procs off the bleeding.
Honestly, I actually finally beat the concierge without taking a single hit, and it was boss cell too.
Really?
Yeah, because what I did was I just magic missiled him from one level, one
Okay.
side of the level,
Yeah.
and then he would come at me. I just roll under him, put
And
the traps down. The traps are just shooting him constantly. Magic missiles.
you've never beaten him without taking a hit?
No, because normally I just go super hard, and I like melee weapons.
Oh,
generally.
yeah, that's
So I'm
right.
usually getting in there. Like I get a nice rhythm down, where I'll be like punch, 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 or slash, 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 and then he goes for the wind up. And then
Mhm.
I'll roll under him, do. But every once in a while, he do this thing where he'll wind up and turn around,
Mhm.
or like I'll break his wind up, and then he'll flip
Yeah,
because I interrupted his wind up. So then he goes back to doing the wind up, but he shifts to look at me,
yeah,
and then I
okay.
get hit. So sometimes I just get fucked by stupid stuff when I fight him. But yeah, that time I was just ranging the fuck out of him.
How long did it take? It probably was a fast fight.
It was fast.
Yeah.
It was pretty fast. I also like comboed my shit a little bit, so I had like 60% more damage on bleeding targets.
Oh, yeah,
I think
of
what
course.
did I have for that one? I think I had 60% extra damage on bleeding targets, and this like star ability on my magic missiles was every magic missile hit poisons the enemy.
Oh, shit, so you had bleeding and poison
Yeah, and
going
then one
on.
of my traps had like 100% damage on poisoned enemies.
Oh my
so it's
God.
like shooting them, doing extra damage, and I'm lasering them and shit like that.
And then you have the multi stat proc on him,
Yeah.
so that because bleeding, does that also do damage to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so bleeding and poisoning
Yeah.
itself is also doing damage.
And then
That's
you're doing
fucking
extra damage for those things being procced.
dope. Yeah.
So that's pretty good. I still haven't been able to beat the game on Boss Cell 2, which is kind of sad considering it goes up to 5.
Yeah, I know.
But I
Fuck.
did beat the giant, the DLC. You know how the giant in the prisoner quarters is usually in the corner?
Yeah,
You know how
okay.
it moved?
Yeah.
Well, I beat that guy.
Okay, I've never
And-
fought him. Okay.
Yeah, you have to go through the caverns. You have to get the cavern key, and you have to go a specific way. He's basically just an alternate boss, like end boss.
Okay. All right.
And that kind of reveals that the player character is the king, even though you probably got that already.
I did not.
Like you're the king that fucked up everything and made the orders to have everyone executed and shit like that.
I see. Okay.
But I guess you as a player don't remember because it's not told to you.
yeah.
But
Okay.
the giant, when you beat him, it's like everything's gone to shit because of you, my king. And like he
Ah.
like gives you the finger. Like,
Okay.
right before he dies, he like puts his fingers in the air and gives you 2 middle fingers.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
So it's actually like he's flipping you the bird.
Yeah.
Okay, that's hilarious.
It's a pretty cool fight.
Yeah.
Um,
The game is good, man.
It's pretty fun. Like I said, getting back into it super hard. My friends talked me into downloading For Honor, so I've been playing a little bit of that in the
I'm
last couple
sorry to
days.
hear that.
I don't know. Like it's fun. It can be fun, but there's a lot of bullshit. I can't tell if I'm just shitty at the game or if it's got spammy garbage. I think it's both right now, so I'm hoping to get better so I can confirm or deny whether or not it's spammy garbage.
Isn't that game like dead in the water? Like I thought
It's
nobody
got a
plays
very
For
small
Honor
community,
now.
I think.
Yeah.
But every time that I queue it, always says like high amount of players playing for whatever game
okay.
mode. But I think a lot of their problem is that they have a not huge community
Mhm.
and they have like 6 or 7 game modes.
Oh, I see. So
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's split up between the
It's the thing that
community.
Hi-Rez always talks about not wanting like 5-man queue for ranked
Yeah,
because
because
it's
then
gonna
there won't
split
be
up
enough.
more ranked. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I kind of understand, but at the same time, it's not too bad. It's a fun game. I can see it being fun. I did like fucking school this one dude in a fight,
Hmm.
and one of my friends was watching, and he plays a little bit more than me, and he was like, "That was pretty good." So I can do some bullshit, but I'm not amazing.
I miss the old days where like every game had a million different game modes and you just play what you
Yeah, but it
want.
was more concentrated. There was only like one Unreal
Yeah, that's right.
2K that
Yes.
everybody was playing on PC, and then what
I,
other PC games were you really realistically
not
playing?
at that time. Almost not
Yeah,
nothing. Dungeon Defenders maybe. If you remember that one.
I
That's,
remember you playing it on stream, but
yeah.
do you mean like there's like an old version of it? Because I never played it.
Oh well, I mean just the type of game it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where it's RTS. What's the word? No, sorry, not RTS. It's tower defense, but it's
Oh,
also
okay.
like third person shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it kind of that kind of thing died around the Modern Warfare 2 era, like the million game modes. Like Modern Warfare 2 had a bunch of different game modes,
Yeah.
but it was after that where games started to be released like crazy, like a million different games every day,
Yeah.
and so
Every
hard
week,
to keep.
4 or 5 games get released.
Yeah, and so it's hard to keep a consistent
Player
large
base,
player
yeah.
base. Yeah.
Unless you're a huge game that has a name to gather, like Battlefield or Call
Yeah,
of
that's
Duty or
right.
something.
Even then, I'd imagine they struggle a little bit.
Well, when I was playing Battlefield 5 a couple weeks ago, and I still have it, but I just haven't played much of it.
Hmm.
Most of the time, you get a pretty full party of people,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
64, like 32 on either side or whatever.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember there was fucking what was it called? I think it was a PS3 exclusive. Am I thinking the right one? Mag, where it's like
Yeah,
100v100 or
Massive.
something like that.
I can't even remember what the fucking stupid acronym was, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 100v100 or some shit like that.
Yeah, and it
I
just
played
didn't-
a little bit of that. It's good. I mean, it was all right, but it was simple.
I was
it was
told
stripped
it
down.
was basically like 2 months after it came out. It was almost impossible to get like a full
Yeah,
game.
that's the problem with it.
Yeah.
Another game that was like that was PlanetSide.
Oh yeah, PlanetSide. Yeah.
PlanetSide's like a
Well-
huge version of For Honor.
Yeah, well, PlanetSide is different because it's like you're not.
Persistent.
Yeah, it's persistent. You're not playing a game mode. You're not playing a round.
Yeah,
It's a world is persistently changing.
yeah, but I mean, I feel like you just drop out whenever you want.
Yeah, I mean, essentially
but,
you do.
But yeah, PlanetSide was like
Yeah.
that too, where it's just huge numbers of people
Fucking
fighting all
huge.
over the place.
Which is kind of hit and miss. Like I kind of liked it because I played on PC, but
Mm.
it was also just like it took forever to get into battle sometimes.
That's
You know?
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
But once you got into battles and you could consistently get it like deployed into battle,
Yeah, then
It
it was
wasn't too
fun.
bad, yeah.
But it was just annoying up until that part.
but that's part of the whole game, right? That
Mhm.
it's a huge scale war.
I just want a tiny ass box with like 100 people and us just shooting each other
Fucking
with
ridiculous.
maybe a obstacle in the middle.
That's ridiculous. Too much.
Okay, maybe I'm
It's
exaggerating
like a
a bit.
shmup.
here.
It's fucking just bullet hail.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's what I need. No, I don't know, a multiplayer shmup, but it's like 2 people versus each other.
Oh, you only want 2? I thought you
Oh,
mean
let's
2
do
teams.
million. Yeah, 2
Yeah.
teams. Yeah,
About
yeah.
100 people on the
100
side.
people on each team.
That'd be-
Shmup. That'd be fucking hilarious. I mean, fuck. We have I know it's different, but we have a Tetris. What's the word I'm trying to look for?
Tetris Royale.
Yeah, Tetris Royale.
Yeah.
Which nobody could imagine that before. So
Yeah.
here we are.
It's true.
Yeah,
Just pull things out of their fucking ass.
just pull things out of their fucking ass. Fuck. Yeah. So okay, my week.
What else?
Unless
no,
you
I
wanna
was
go.
gonna say there's some other game that I've been playing a lot of. Oh, Apex.
Oh yeah, Gapex.
Yeah, I've been doing all right in Apex actually.
Mm-hmm.
I won a game last night. I got the final kill, and it wasn't me spamming grenades this time. It was actual legit. Like I scoped in on the guy and just.
Oh
and
shit.
got him.
Okay.
But it was like snap aiming. I wish I would have taken a video of it, but I felt like it wasn't really that hype for things. It was just the moment.
But it was the final kill of the game, man.
Yeah. Do you know the map very well?
No,
Do you know?
not too.
Okay. Do you know the top part where it's artillery?
What's the name of it? 'Cause
Artillery.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay, it's right against the wall, and it's got like these semi-underground bunkers that kind of got a hump over the ground.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's
yes.
that area. That's
Yeah.
the final area.
Okay.
And it's closing in.
All right.
It's closing in. And we're like, where are the last 2 guys? Because they were on top of one of the buildings.
Mhm.
Like not, I don't know how to put it. It's like a tower, but it's basically just a wall in the game. But you can get up there if you're a certain character.
Okay.
So they
all
were
right.
up there. I
I
nuked it
assume-
with Gibraltar.
All right.
Didn't get any hits, and we didn't see them move. So they're like, okay, they got to be coming down from there. We get one of them. They're like, there's one dude left. Where is he? Where is he? He's coming up one of the humps, and I see him come up from a box. He goes back in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting. He's gonna run left, right, left, right. He comes up right, and I told you, I just scoped him in, nailed him, fucking head. No, sorry, from like body to head.
Oh my god!
And range
that's
too.
it.
Yeah, and he was toast.
Game over.
Yeah, it was
Fuck,
dope.
that's dope.
Yeah, I'll show you the one with the grenades because I actually uploaded that one to my YouTube.
Okay.
That one was cool because I'm just like, I'm hiding, they're rezzing a dude, and I'm just like, grenade, 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 grenade. Like coming up, I throw a grenade underneath the car and then it gets them.
Oh my god.
It's pretty dope.
And then you won the game, or is that just a
that
kill?
was me winning the game.
Oh my god.
All by myself.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
1.5 V1.
And you were the one.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were the underdog.
It was pretty good.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, I played some Apex, been playing some solo. Got it second is my best.
Okay.
So like me and another dude were the finals.
Yeah. Well, solo. So it's still you're playing on a 3-man team. Just. Oh, so do they actually have a legit solo?
It's an event right now. I think it's for another couple days, and it's actual solo queue battle royale.
That sounds like so much fun. That sounds way fucking better.
I don't know. It's the same. The only thing I don't like about it is that there's less reason to have ults. Like for Gibraltar, who I was playing as, the nuke doesn't really do anything anymore.
Yeah, I guess
like,
you're going against one person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like the battles, for example, this is how one of my battles played out, and I'm expecting that it would happen more and more. I threw my Gibraltar shield, and normally you'd like zone in and out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was just me and this one dude. I was trying to shoot him with the Peacekeeper. The Peacekeeper is too slow for a 1v1 popping in and out of the shield because you go and then it shoots, right? You'd have to use like another shotgun like the Eva or something that just fires. There's no delay because you don't have to worry about your team coming in or another team coming in. It's just you and this dude. That's all it is. If you can kill this one dude, it's over.
Yeah.
Right?
Huh. So it's got like a different... Yeah, it's a different mindset, I suppose.
Exactly. Like the tactics for what guns you pick. Like, for example, one of the guys that killed me, he just rocked 2 light weapons. So all he had to do was collect what light ammo. Right? Strategically, that makes sense because you're saving on space, and no matter what, you always have a gun.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah.
Right? So it kind of changes your mindset of how to play the game because when I play 3-man, I'm scavenging super hard. I'm playing super assist. Whereas with the solo queue, I'm scavenging, but I'm hiding the fuck out. I'm like waiting for the bubble to close in. I'm picking people off one by one and shit like that.
Yeah, I guess you don't need to scavenge as much because you're not helping find things for your team.
Or realistically, if someone's moving, they've scavenged for you.
Yeah.
Like I found a disruptor on a guy's body, like late game. And disruptors, I don't know if you've been playing lately, but they released 2 mods for certain guns.
Okay.
One's a disruptor that basically does more shield damage.
Right. Okay. All right.
And the hammer point rounds are for the Mozambique and the pistol.
Does it make the Mozambique not garbage?
Yes.
Really?
Does mean health damage.
Okay.
Like it's actually viable. Like I was fighting a dude and he was chasing me down one of those I don't know how to put it. It's one of those houses, right? Where you can get items in, but it's like a chain of them, so they're like you can go through the inside.
Right. Okay.
So I hid behind a wall and pulled out the Mozambique and boo boo boo, and then popped him with it.
So how does it do against shield with that thing?
It's not as great. It still does like okay damage against shield.
Okay.
But the hammer point specifically is for taking out
the
flesh.
health. Okay. Yeah.
And it makes the P2020 really good.
Yeah, because that's probably decent against shield as it is, because it shoots so fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I picked one up, and it was the first gun that I picked up in a match, and it just started going like, and I was like, when the fuck did they make the P2020 so good? I remember it being this little pea shooter thing.
It's like still a pea shooter, man.
It is, but it feels like it's almost like a fucking submachine gun now. So yeah, that was me gaming, I guess. So what have you done?
Nothing really. Just
you haven't played anything?
Online. No,
I haven't inspired you to pick up Dead Cells again?
No, if anything, you've inspired me to play less.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, I just this week has been as usual, just mostly work, go home, sleep. I've been working out again, so I just started working out. So you inspired me to do that.
Okay,
so
that's
congratulations.
Good. Yeah, I went for my one class, and then we're taking a week break.
So how was that, your one class?
It busted me up. The guy basically, we were going to do kettlebell stuff, where you do like lean forward and you pull a kettlebell up.
Okay, all right. So
and I did like one or two.
Squat? Oh, no, it's more of a deadlift, I suppose. Yeah,
like that. And I did so poorly that I did like 1, 2, and then the guy was like, "Don't worry about the kettlebell. I'll just like we'll work on your form." But man, I was rended afterwards.
How heavy was the kettlebell?
It was like just the average weight. I don't know how to put it. I didn't have a
say
number
it on it.
No, it was a yellow kettlebell, but it wasn't the highest. Like I went I just picked a random one. It was like too heavy, and then one of them was like moderate, and I was like, oh, I'll just do this.
Okay,
but all the other exercises weren't too bad.
I thought it was just supposed to be a run or something.
No. There's multiple ones. Like I'll show it on my app, but there's like different types of classes where they're not all the same. This one was like a all-around mobility thing.
Okay.
So we did a little bit of things where it's like stretching with your body.
Okay.
But it's not like yoga. It's just like stretch your back leg out, put your front leg like across so it's on the other side of you.
Right. Okay.
I get what you're saying. Or there's one where you like lean forward and then pull back. And,
it's basically just stretching. Yeah, I mean it's almost a yoga.
It's almost yoga, but there's only like those two poses, and then they have one where it's like a cylinder with these like ridges, and then you put it on your thigh, and then you it's called a roller, and you basically lean with your thigh on that's on the ground.
Yeah.
But only one thigh, and then you find a spot where it hurts, and you basically just stretch it out in that one position, finding where it hurts on your thigh.
So is that how you're supposed to? I've seen people at the gym use that before, so I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so you kind of like you're stretching out the muscle, but you're kind of like, it's like you're digging into that part of the muscle that's like
so the place that hurts is where you're supposed to like dig into?
But it might be different on each leg. So for me, on one leg it was higher up, and then the other side it was closer to my knee.
Interesting.
So it's interesting. What was the other one that we used? Oh, it was like it's like a medicine ball.
Okay.
Like I don't know what's filled with like sand or some shit.
Yeah.
But you bring it up above your head and then you forcibly throw it to the ground.
Oh, interesting.
And it's supposed to like just because it's like a motion, right?
Yeah, and it's heavy.
Yeah. Well, it's not super heavy, but it's resistance.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
There was that. We did some of that. It was pretty good. Other than the fact that my form was garbage for the deadlift.
Whatever.
And then after class, he just pulled me aside and did like a small thing where I'm holding like a bow against my back to keep it straight. And then the whole exercise was basically me sticking my ass out and making a triangle between my shoulders, ass, and knees.
Interesting. That's a smart way to do it. Because, maintaining that form is hard as fuck.
So I just did that for like a half an hour after the class until I started feeling lightheaded. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take off.
Okay.
And then I tried to book another class for this Sunday, but they're on break for like a week and a half or something. So I was like, whatever, I'll just do it at home tomorrow.
That guy went above and beyond to try to help you out,
he was
man.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And he was doing a private class at the time too. And so every like 10 minutes he'd come by and be like, hey, what's up?
Okay.
And
that's nice.
Chat me up. And I was like, okay. So that was really good. The next 2 days, like the next
you were probably
day,
sore as fuck.
Yeah, the first day, like the right after, was totally fine.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I felt like dog shit.
Yeah.
And then the next day after that, I still felt like dog shit. And I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
And I didn't recover till like Thursday.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to recover by like the second day at least. The first day I expected. Second day, I was like, this sucks. Third day, I was like, what the fuck, body? Just recover. Yeah. And then by Thursday, I feel fine.
That probably won't happen more than 2 or 3 times.
No, I think it's just I was just ripping myself.
Yeah.
Because even he recognized right away. He's like, you haven't done anything in a while. And I'm like, no. I haven't worked out or done anything in like 10 years. 10, 15 years almost.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty good.
That's good. I mean, that's a pretty wide range of workouts. How long did it take? Like
45 minutes.
That's really good for 45 minutes. Yeah, fuck.
It was pretty
good. Good range, man.
And then, like I said, I got an extra half an hour in.
Yeah, that's
just
right.
Working form.
Yeah, working form.
It still hurt my legs, but man, my like the back of my legs, fucking front of my legs just ripped. And now when I'm like on the toilet taking a shit, and then I like go to wipe and I lift one leg, I can feel the muscle in one leg, and it's just like there's my whole leg is like this, right? But only this part is like this like stretch of a muscle. Right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Everything else just kind of falls to the side, but then there's a rock hard muscle in the middle. I was like, my legs are even stronger than they used to be. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So because I started working out and I forgot, since I haven't done it in a while, that I am gonna get sore, but I've started and failed so many times. I know like the pattern.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like it's similar to you. Like as soon as I realized I was gonna get sore, I'm just like, oh, I'll probably be fine the day after, and then
because your body's a little more worked.
Yeah. Well, not even a little more worked. It's always been the case with me, and it happened to you too, where it's just like the day after is totally fine.
Oh, yeah.
And then
no, it was the day of was fine.
Oh, like was it the day of?
The day of, like right after. This is what I did right after my workout. I came home, took a shower. I went out for like a meat and potatoes kind of breakfast.
Okay.
And then I walked the seawall from basically Canby Street all the way back to my place.
Oh shit, that's a decent
walk. And felt
walk,
totally fine.
Yeah.
Came home, played video games, didn't feel sore or anything.
And then
totally
the
fine.
next day, it hit you like a ton of bricks.
It was like standing at work, suck dick.
Yeah.
And every
Oh,
like
and you do
motion
labor,
forward
too.
back. Yeah, it's like, and I'm on my legs all day.
Yeah.
The minute that I got home, I'm like, I'm not getting up again.
Yeah.
There were so many nights where I'm like, I'm not cooking tonight. I don't want to cook. Like, I think Monday I just ordered food and then took it home and ate that. And then the next day I made like spaghetti pasta and then made it for like 2 days. So I didn't have to make anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like whenever I make spaghetti, I make it for more than one day.
Yeah. Well, I also, the first day I also made it for 2 people, and then I had a third meal.
There we go.
And the third meal I had so much that I had leftovers like on my plate that I couldn't finish.
Oh,
I was eating from like 9 o'clock till 1 in the morning.
You need to eat more. Well,
I told you how many burgers I made. That was fucking
okay.
ridiculous.
There's a lot there.
I was telling you about this last week, and I talked to my mom about it. Nobody has an answer for me about my weird eating habits of like gorging myself sometimes and then being like a little peckish girl.
Only in public.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just in public because
that's what you said, wasn't it?
It just is a recurring thing that it happens when I go out to eat.
Yeah.
It just happens that I'm in public when I'm going out to eat.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with eating in public because I don't have a problem with, like, I don't like eating on the bus in specific places, but I'll eat at a food court. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
You're not with friends at a food court. Well, you're not with a lot of friends.
But even when I'm with people, like I told you, I went to a fancy dinner at a Italian pasta restaurant, and it was delicious.
Okay.
I wanted to finish it, and I'm like, no, I don't. I'm getting that like, you chew too much, I'm gonna throw up soon.
Maybe you might have some kind of acid reflux. I don't know.
I mean, I have had it in the past where you get a little bit of that like bile spit up. Yeah. I can't remember the specific scenarios, but so I know it's possible for sure that it could be that I just have like excess bile. Or stomach acid.
Hopefully not. That stuff is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
More Tums.
Yeah. I mean, I have a ton of those.
Yeah. I had to buy them for you for here.
Oh.
And now I just eat them as a snack sometimes.
I mean, they taste good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're like a nice chalky candy.
They're like my old school feeling of just eating Flintstones.
Yeah, right.
I'm just like, these are delicious.
Yeah.
I'll have 4 of them.
Yeah, my mom used to give those to me all the fucking time. I don't know if those actually do anything now as an adult, like looking back on it. I'm pretty sure a lot of those Flintstones vitamins were like expensive urine, but whatever.
No, I feel like they had to have some sort of vitamins to them, even if it's just vitamin C.
Yeah, but vitamins are very difficult to take in pill form. Like, I think even in the modern time, like now, we still have trouble figuring out how to get the body take vitamins in like pills and stuff stuff like that.
You shove them up your ass, obviously.
Yeah, that might be the best way to
just snort it like Coke up your ass.
Because like, yeah, for some reason, vitamins we just have trouble taking them in through anything but food. Like,
because they have to be in what's the word I'm looking for? Like a carrier.
Yeah,
it has
something
to be
like
in
that.
Something. It can't just be a full straight of whatever that is.
Yeah, and we don't know why, and it seems to only affect certain vitamins.
I think it's just the digestive
could
system,
be
how it works, because it's like your body digests the food and then it goes through your stomach, through your intestines, and gets like absorbed through all those different steps.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the case. It might also just be something, and I hope this isn't the case, but it might also be something where like it's only if like it's from food that's or from parts of food that's bad for you or something. I don't know why. Mean? Just for your body to actually, I guess your body shits out everything that it doesn't want.
Or that's an excess, yeah.
Or excess, yeah. Just how it absorbs stuff, right? Like maybe your body absorbs bad shit in a different way, and it can only take the vitamins from that. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a thing with like putting salt in your water to make it more like condensed when you're drinking it.
Really? Is that a thing?
Not like literally condensing the water, but it's like you retain the water better by it being salted lightly.
Interesting.
Not heavily, but just salted a little bit. Like Ivan used to put like salt on his ice.
Huh.
For like when he had pop and stuff like that.
That sounds disgusting to me.
Well, it also makes the ice like dissolve slower, but
really, it makes the ice dissolve slower.
I don't know what it is. There's some reaction.
Hydrochloric acid?
No. It's just. Well, maybe it is. No, it's not hydrochloric acid.
Is it not?
No, it's just sodium.
Sodium? Yeah, but
sodium chloride.
Oh, sodium chloride? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's what salt is.
But it is an acid, isn't it?
Yeah, well, whatever reaction it has with ice, it makes it not melt as quickly. I think what it is it keeps the temperature consistent around the ice, so that way it basically has a barrier where it doesn't melt because it's coming into contact with something that's warmer than itself.
Okay, all right. It
I
just
think
sounds
that's
weird
the
to
way-
me because I
Yeah, I
think of
know.
salt as a melting tool.
Yeah, like it would be absorbing all the extra liquid and
Yeah,
making it
something like
dissolve
that.
faster. Yeah, no, I agree, but I've seen it happen. I've seen lots of people talk about it.
Okay.
It's like my mom, she does the same thing. She puts a little bit of salt and drinks warm water, and it's supposed to make it so that you absorb more of the water.
Maybe I should try that.
I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah.
If it's a hot day, drink cold water. Do whatever
Yeah,
makes you
fuck,
feel
I do
good.
like my cold water. Yeah.
I mean, I choose on a hot day to eat curry sometimes just to make me feel better.
Well, fuck, you should never let the day tell you what to eat.
No, I do it to cope with the day because
Yeah.
the day sucks
Yeah.
when it's like 30 degrees. It hasn't been in a while, but if it ever is, man, I'm busting out the curry. You know, my balls, they sweat hard, but the rest of my body feels totally fine.
So sometimes people tell me that they don't want to eat ice cream on a cold day. I'm like, fuck, don't let the weather make you its bitch. If you want ice cream,
Do
just
whatever you
fucking
want,
eat
yeah.
ice cream.
I was saying that to somebody else. I'm like, I used to get McFlurries in the rain all the time.
Yeah, fuck, that's
That was my
fine.
shit
Yeah.
for a while that I just stopped doing, and I can't remember why.
Just stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been doing anything else other than working out, sleeping, and working?
No, just those things. Although I was gonna say for the working out thing that like soreness only lasts for me typically about 2 weeks. Like I consistently working out, I'll feel it for about 2 weeks,
Oh, yeah.
and then after that, like my body's totally numb to the soreness.
Yeah.
But it makes the first 2 weeks of working out excruciatingly
Oh, yeah. It
painful.
sucks dick and discouraging as fuck.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get over that hump, right?
Yeah. That's why I just, my thing to my way of coping with that, because I definitely didn't want to do it after like the second or third day it hurt. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this again. It's already paid for, so I'm going to, but
Yeah.
my bargaining with myself is that I'll just do it once a week.
Yeah.
It's not a lot,
It'll
but
be
it's
something.
enough to get me cracking and stuff like that and get
Yeah.
moving. And then after a while, when I'm not burnt out after 3 days of working out, sorry, after the third day of working out,
Mm-hmm. Third week.
no, 3 days after working out, being
Yeah.
still burnt out, when that stops happening, then I'll be more inclined to go more often, like
Yeah, fair enough.
twice a week or something.
Yeah.
Just right now, I don't want to wake up at 6:15 in the morning before work and work out and then go to work.
I mean, to be honest, man, like I remember every single time I stopped feeling sore, I kind of miss the soreness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like an indication that you're doing something right.
That's true. Yeah.
So, once you stop feeling that, it's more like, oh, am I
Go
still
harder.
working
You
hard?
got to go more hard, Ken.
Doesn't seem to do anything at that point for me.
Yeah.
Like I just don't feel sore after
Yeah.
like consistently working out after like the second or third week.
New muscles.
Yeah, maybe.
Do new
Yeah, just
muscles.
I just gotta set fire to the current muscles
Yeah.
and then
Then let them get
make
all
new
flabby and then
Yeah.
get jacked again.
That's right. Yeah.
Just keep going legs, arms, but only one or the other.
Fuck. I need to find some way of holding myself accountable with the whole working out thing. Need to.
I mean, what works for you generally?
I don't know. I've only ever done it like solo, so I don't know. I got to find a way to bring it into this podcast, and if people don't see that I've done it 3 times a week, then they get to shit on me.
I mean, I can just do that for you anyways.
That's
but
fine. You know, bullying is always a tool to help anything. So
fat
you know,
shaming.
yeah. So that's what I need. I need some good old American fat shaming.
Trying to
You know.
think. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to keep working at it, but
Yeah.
I can give you shit for it. That's
Yeah,
pretty easy.
Thank you. Well, I just have to also figure out a way to not lie about it. Like I need
Well,
some
how many
way-
times did you go to the gym this week?
I didn't go to the gym at all. I worked out at
okay.
home. Yeah, because I have a bench and I have
Oh, does that count
the
for
adjustable
you?
dumbbell. I can literally do everything I need to do at the
okay.
gym. Yeah, it's when I go to the gym, like I try to just do dumbbell exercises.
You should hike your hill. Not even hike it, but you should like jog up that huge ass fucking hill.
Oh yeah, I guess I
Like
could
just
do that.
just one lap from
Just
your
one
place
lap up the hill.
and then enjoy the like rush down, just keeping the cardio going.
I suppose
then,
I could do that.
like-
Well, it's also a time thing. I don't want to spend too much time working.
Yeah,
out.
but how long did it take you to run that hill?
You know, I don't know.
And you're
I
gonna be
want
jogging,
to say
too.
15, 20 minutes, maybe a
Damn.
little bit longer.
I would say 10.
It's
Shit.
a long hill.
Maybe I'm forgetting that it's so big, but there is
Yeah.
that last little bit that you get to cut off.
Yeah,
It's now to go all the way down to the bottom.
yeah. It's a fairly long hill. I want to say last time I walked it, it took me about half an hour, but
No
it's
way.
been a
dude.
while.
I don't know about that, dude. I felt like it took me 10 minutes just to walk down the hill.
Maybe I'm wrong. Fuck.
Just down the hill.
I don't remember that well.
Oh, I mean, try it. Do it
Mhm.
once at least and then see how you feel.
All right.
Because, I mean, I feel like cardio would be good for you. Because
Yeah.
it's not like you need to get jacked or that's what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get jacked.
Oh, you're trying to get jacked? Okay,
Yeah.
well, then lift, curl.
Girl, I'm also doing core exercises. Like
Okay.
every day, I'll work out specific body parts and then core
Switch.
exercises.
Okay.
So it's core exercises every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep consistent.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be core and cardio for you.
I don't want to do cardio.
Yeah, I know, but then that's the part that you don't want to do because it's probably the part that you need.
Well, it's also the part that, as far as I'm aware, is the worst thing to do to lose weight.
Well, yeah, but it helps you have more stamina to do more things.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like it makes you less of a bitch. It makes your bitch meter go down. Cardio makes bitch meter go down.
Fuck, I mean, I used to do a lot of like running on a treadmill.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I used to go
It's not the
like
same,
half
but
an hour.
The reason why I say the hill is because it's resistance.
Yeah, it's a resistance,
right?
and also like the ground is slightly uneven. Like a treadmill is flat, like
Yeah.
it's super flat, but a ground is not flat.
Unrealistic to what you're actually gonna be running on at any time.
So yeah, a hill is definitely different. I used to do both when I lived in Vancouver. I would go on a treadmill for 15 minutes, and then I'd
do trail.
And then because I went to the Killarney, and so they had that trail. They had that
like a racetrack.
Yeah, they had the racetrack thing. I forgot what it's called. So I jog on there.
Yeah, I think it's just called track.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I remember when I went to Killarney, and my younger brother was there too. I went on a treadmill for like, was it every day? I went on there for like 20 minutes at speed 6 or something like that.
Okay.
And I was fucking exhausted. And I needed like a good, like whenever I'd be done, I'd need like a good 5-minute break. And so my younger brother was there, and his friend was there, and his friend was just like, "Your brother is like fucking lazy. He's taking a 5-minute break after running." And then,
I was saying that about you?
Yeah, it's saying it about me. And then he went on the treadmill, and he just went there. He went on speed 7 for like 3 minutes, and he's just like, "See, I don't need a break." I'm like, you did fucking 3 minutes, buddy. I was on there for like 20, 25 minutes. All right, calm yourself down. Okay, you're an idiot.
More consistent speed for longer.
He was also somebody who like went to the gym for like 3 hours at a time. And my general philosophy is like, if you're there for 3 hours, you're not working out hard enough. Yeah. Like you need to fucking push yourself harder so you're done.
I don't want to be at the gym for more than an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I said that I was there for an hour and 15 technically for my other class, but that was
guided.
Me wanting to be in there. Yeah, it was kind of guided, but I couldn't see myself going to like a Fitness World or some shit for 3 hours. That just makes me want to kill myself.
Like I said, if you need to be at the gym for 3 hours, you're not working out hard enough. Yeah, you're dicking around too much. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm fat, so what the fuck do I know? But that's my philosophy. Got to push yourself hard enough to be there.
It's too long. Yeah, I think it's too long.
It's too long. Yeah,
even when I did karate, it was like an hour and a half a class.
And you were tired as fuck by the end.
But you get worked out, pretty hard.
You get worked out in karate. At least the little bit that I did. Yeah. So, do
you want to transition?
Yeah, because we're trying to get. Yeah, we're gonna go trans.
Okay.
Since we're trying to apologize, everyone, we might do a shorter episode this week. But
apologizing to nobody.
All right. Well, Shane. Apparently, I'm the bitch and Shane isn't. So sorry. So you want to just say your thing? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna create time and segue for you. The song that's stuck in my head this week. I don't think anyone's gonna hear the thing.
I'm buying you time. Go ahead. Okay. Just say it.
Is "Bitch Better Have My Money" by Rihanna. It's not even really a song. I mean, it's pretty good. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I put it on at work. It's fun. I like it. It's one of Rihanna's better songs lately. Excuse me.
I actually kind of like Rihanna.
Yeah. I liked her back in the day when she was making like her like fluffy songs like SOS and shit like that.
Yeah, okay.
And then she got a little crazy.
Yeah.
For my taste.
As artists do.
And then that Diamonds shit and Umbrella. I had to listen to that shit so much on the radio. I wanted to kill myself. It's brutal. If I was at the gym for 3 hours and heard that song like 20 times, I would kill myself.
That's pretty much every Taylor Swift song nowadays.
But Bitch Better Have My Money, I can listen to that stuff. That's fucking good. And at least this time, I didn't have to get you to listen to the song because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's been a while since I've never seen the video.
You've never seen the video? Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. It's got Mads Mikkelsen. And she's like got him like tied up to a chair and she's like beating the shit out of him.
Really?
Yeah, you don't know who Mads Mikkelsen
I don't know who that is. No.
Do you remember? I'm trying to think. Did you watch Rogue One?
Rogue One. Yeah, that's the only Star Wars movie that I didn't think was terrible.
The chick's dad. The guy that helps build.
Fuck.
Okay. Casino Royale, James Bond.
I never watched Casino Royale.
Fuck. The Death Stranding. You know Death Stranding?
No.
The game?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay. The military bad guy.
Okay, all right.
That's Mads Mikkelsen.
All right.
What about, did you watch the Hannibal TV show?
No, I didn't.
Okay, he's Hannibal in that. He's really good. He's just kind of an all-around pretty good actor.
I was going to say, this guy seems to do everything. Jesus fuck.
He always looks like a villain because he's got a scar on his face.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty good actor, but he also does, like, not always serious bad guy roles. And
Yeah.
this is one of the ones where he's like basically a prop for Rihanna to beat the shit out of, but he's all sweaty and bleeding and stuff like that, tied to a chair.
Oh my
Bitch
God.
Better Have My Money is playing.
It's
pretty
that's
good.
been that's been like annoying you this whole week.
It's not annoying me. It's just whatever song. Like sometimes there's songs like the Casey and the Sunshine Band. That was a song where I was playing video games one day and they just popped into my head in the middle of the night, and it was just on repeat in my brain and wouldn't shut the fuck up. So I had to listen to it at work and stuff like that. So sometimes there's different parameters, but this is one that I had to have played at least twice or three times over the course of a week. And meanwhile, by the way, I work with the same people every single day, so they're gonna also have to listen to all this music too. And we're talking about like middle-aged Asian ladies.
So not really their kind of music, or maybe it is, but
no,
you know.
they like it when I put on Grease and shit like that. I like that. Fuck you, Ken. You just have bad taste. But when I put on like Elton John and stuff like that, they're into like that kind of fun music. And I put on fun music, but every once in a while,
Elton John consider like fun music?
It can be, yeah. Okay. Still standing. I mean, it's upbeat.
All right. I don't consider.
I'll put on some Elton John for you. It's upbeat for sure. Like some of them. Yes, he does some other songs. I mean, Rockin' Man's not that.
Rockin' Man's okay.
It's okay, but I mean, like,
I think it's way too overhyped.
Yeah, but maybe it's still a pretty good song. It's like
it's okay.
A classic, but
it shouldn't be a classic.
It's
not
a classic.
Good enough to
Space,
be a classic.
Bud. Hey, no, Space classic, Insta classic. By the way, Time and Place. Remember that song was made moon landing time. Everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's got certain level of notoriety to it. It's like how I feel about Michael Jackson. It's like Thriller is always going to have a place in my heart.
Yeah.
But Michael Jackson's allegations against him, not the greatest light to be painted under.
Those are all bullshit. I don't believe he did any of it.
I believe that he got a little too friendly with kids.
I think he got a little too friendly with kids. Literally that statement, though.
I have a hard time believing he did anything sexual, but at the same time, he's doing interviews with people where he's got a kid on his lap, holding his hand and stuff like that, talking about how they're in love. But at the same time, Michael Jackson's got this fucked up thing where it's like, I don't think he's ever been malicious. You know what I mean? Like, there's just I just get that vibe from that. It's nothing malicious.
Yeah.
If anything, he might have manipulated these kids a little bit, which you could consider malicious, but I don't think he was like raping kids in his basement.
He wasn't touching them or having sex with them or anything.
I have a hard time believing that, but at the same time, a lot of that does point that that's what happened, but I don't think he's an R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I don't think he's tying up women in his basement, pissing on them, keeping them hostage for months on end and shit like that. That's egregious as fuck.
Yes.
And again, I'm not giving Michael Jackson any free passes, but Michael Jackson's Thriller gets a free pass.
Okay, Thriller gets a free pass. I'll give Michael Jackson a free pass. I don't think he did anything wrong with little kids. Like
I'm conflicted because I don't want to, but I have to be honest with myself.
There's no good evidence. There was that fucking shitty ass documentary that came out recently.
I didn't watch them. I just heard the after of what people.
I only watched part of it, and I don't know. I remember just thinking this is clearly...
You're not buying it?
Yeah, I'm just like, there's something wrong with the evidence that's being brought here.
You know what I want? I want Macaulay Culkin to come out and say it.
He did. He said that nothing happened.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
I know, but I want, like, for me to, like, 100% believe and not to be fence-sitting on this particular topic. I need someone like Macaulay Culkin to come out and be like, nah, Michael Jackson got my balls in his hand and then nutted on my face.
It would have to be Macaulay Culkin.
I want to hear those words. I want to hear nut on face and ball touching.
Ball touching.
And then
and then I'll buy it at that point.
Then everything's going in the trash. But until then, I'm gonna put on Thriller every once in a while and jam.
Who's the other famous one? Corey Haim? Something like that?
Oh my god, I can't remember
Corey
which
Feldman?
One of those two, yeah.
Yeah. You know, the other thing that makes me think that he didn't touch the kids is as far as children's star go, Macaulay Culkin is pretty normal. Like, he's still a little bit out there and weird.
Yeah.
But like I said, as far as children celebrities go, he's more normal.
Stable.
Yeah, he's more stable than most others. And if he was fucked as a kid, I don't think that would be the case.
I don't know, man. Some people just have a way of coping.
I mean,
there's
Milo Yiannopoulos did.
You gotta have an exception for variables. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be outliers.
Yeah.
And I know this for a fact. Like, I'm not trying to be an SJW or anything, but I know for a fact that people can go through hyper traumatic things and come out like normal and sensible.
Yeah.
Like with some character defects, obviously, because everyone's going to. But more stable than most people.
Yeah, but that's kind of my point, because like I said, Macaulay Culkin was a child actor, so that's already fucking up children. And if he had sex with Michael Jackson and he still came out
actually, it would be Michael Jackson had sex with him.
Okay, Michael Jackson had sex with him and he still came out relatively stable. Like, those two things together
it's an outlier situation, I'll admit that.
It would be very unlikely. I would have a hard time believing that, you know?
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin is already unlikely, so.
Yes. Yeah, they're remaking.
And remember, we had this conversation already. The coin toss doesn't care what came before or what's going to come after. It's individual in every case. So when the coin toss happened, whether Macaulay Culkin was going to be crazy about, like, crazy from being a child actor, that's one toss. Then rape is the next toss.
It doesn't quite work like that with human psychology. That's only for gambling.
This is what probability is. These are separate occasions. They are inherently separate.
I think in terms of mental stability, they're together. But I'll go with that.
That's ridiculous. No, Ken. Psychological traumas don't compound. That's ridiculous.
Okay, they don't compound. Okay, you know what? You're right. How foolish of me to counter that argument. Okay.
Okay.
They're remaking Home Alone.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's probably going to be with a gay trans black woman or something like that. I don't know.
Someone suggested, you should pull out your paper before we get distracted again, but someone suggested that they should do Catherine O'Hara, the mom, but she's home alone. And she finds all of fucking Kevin's old traps and sets up the house, but she's defending the house this time. But it's like grandma home alone.
I don't even know how you're going to do it in the modern day, because everyone has fucking cell phones now. Yeah. So like, they could just call the cops. It's probably going to be something like their cell phone broke right at the start of the movie or something like that. Did Macaulay
Culkin even call the cops? Because I don't think they ever.
No, they cut his phone line.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Okay,
it's like the first thing they did.
Oh yeah.
Because they wanted. I think it had something to do with taking out the security system. So then they cut the power lines for that.
I'm starting to remember something like that. Yeah. Minor detail, because mostly you just think about fucking dudes getting hit in the head with paint cans.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that's like the scene. That movie's good with those small little scenes. Like they show the dad throwing away Macaulay Culkin's ticket by accident at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's totally like a tiny ass scene. Almost everyone misses it, but it completely explains why they didn't have his ticket.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, so let's get into the news segment.
Yeah.
So as this game goes, we're going to play Which One is Fake News? At some point, I want a soundbite where we say which one is, and then have Trump say fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah, that's right. So where Shane and the audience gets to guess which one of the 4 articles I bring is fake news. Okay, ready?
Go for it.
Okay. It's time to admit that Trump is solely responsible for the Amazon rainforest fire.
Likely someone said that.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing about all these. It's like only one idiot needs to say this, and it's still a legitimate article.
YouTube has removed videos of robots fighting, citing animal cruelty.
Okay, I literally saw that one. I don't remember if it was from a joke site or not, though.
I mean, if you saw it, then it probably was real, but take it for what you will. Okay. This is from officials, okay? DQ burgers are not made out of people.
What?
Yeah.
It's from. Why did you preface it? It's official. Okay.
It says officials : DQ burgers aren't made out of people.
Okay. Yeah. It's like a list of things that are officialized or whatever. Okay.
Just in case anyone was weary about DQ burgers.
I mean, I remember hearing about the thumb chili, but that's about it.
Okay. Republican strategist laments people laying on the street having just shot up with marijuana.
Do you have a full list to show?
No, I do, but I realize now I have to. Let me see. No, I didn't. I was smart enough to remove the thing. Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see this shit.
Don't follow the numerical order, because I didn't actually number it myself here. So just say what you will.
Oh, man. Okay.
I feel like this one's harder than usual, but I don't know.
God, okay. I'm going to just axe the robots fighting, because I'm pretty sure I saw that one.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I saw that, and I think it was legit. Because normally when it's like a ridiculous article, I'll check to see, like when it's just on that edge of ridiculous, I'll check to see if it's like the Beaverton or
Oh,
the
yeah,
Onion
yeah,
or something
okay,
like that. And that was one of the ones that I didn't check, so I'm pretty sure that it's real
good.
because YouTube's fucking sensitive as shit.
I just use what Tim Pool uses. Although I'm on my computer, not a phone.
Okay.
But I download NewsGuard just to see fake and or real and not real stories, whatever.
I think the DQ one is a real article,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly real that they're not made out of people.
Yeah. But it's whether the article's real or not.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the contents of the article can be whatever. Okay. Oh, okay. So they're both ridiculous. It's got to be the political ones. It's either Republican strategist laments people laying on the street having just shot up with marijuana. Yeah, or it's time to admit that Trump is solely responsible for the Amazon rainforest. Honestly, I think I've even heard about that one too. So I'm going to go with the shooting up marijuana is the fake article.
Shooting up marijuana. That's what you do with marijuana, right?
I'm sure you could find a way to shoot it up, but I don't think it's going to work out. I think it'll just literally kill you.
Yeah. Okay, is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay. No, you were wrong. It's the Trump one.
Really?
Yeah.
That one's wait, that's a fake article?
Yeah, the Trump one is the fake article. I mean, maybe somebody did say it, but I got it from a fake article website.
All right.
Yeah. So, so the reason I thought I might have fucked up with the name is because this is what the Republican one actually says.
On Fox News?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I had kept that there, that would have been a fucking dead giveaway.
I mean, honestly, with the way that I overthink things, it would just be like...
Oh, somebody might just be putting
like
that
the
there.
Onion saying that now Fox News is so
I
ridiculous.
suppose, yeah.
That, but, okay.
All right, so let's go through that one. As for
The shooting of marijuana or the
I was going to go
Trump?
with the Trump one. So as per usual, I fucked up and didn't actually read these beforehand, so we'll enjoy it.
Sure.
Actually, before I get into it, what's her name? Who was the lady that forgot that Samuel Jackson was in the other...
Gwyneth Paltrow?
Gwyneth Paltrow, thank you. I found out recently she didn't know that she was in a Spider-Man movie as well. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah.
Now you see my logic from last week?
Yeah, it's totally possible.
I mean, I was confirmed that I knew she was out of her mind when the Goop shit was happening.
Yeah.
But
I should also say, I heard our news story about that, like the Gwyneth Paltrow not knowing Samuel Jackson was at a part, or it was
in the same movies, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that on another podcast that I listened to,
yeah,
where they brought that up, and I thought ours was funnier. So,
okay,
just throwing that out there, okay?
Yeah.
And I love that other podcast too. Anyways, so it's time to admit that Trump is solely responsible for the Amazon rainforest fire. Many of our natural resources come from the Amazon rainforest. I don't know if that's true, but okay. So when news broke that the biggest forest fire the biggest forest in the world is on fire, only one thought crossed our minds. Clearly, this is Trump's fault. Just so everyone knows, this is the fake article. It's from NPC Daily. We know this is the fault of the Trump administration for the simple fact that Donald Trump thinks that global warming is a hoax made by the Chinese government. I don't think he does think that.
No, I think he does, actually.
Does he?
I've heard that before. I don't know if that's just a joke that people say, but I have heard that exact statement before, that he doesn't believe in climate change. Anything that's the whole idea is manufactured by the Chinese government.
Of course, okay. I want to point out that in terms of climate change, America and Canada, we're not the biggest problems here. It's mostly China, as far as I can tell.
If you were to resolve the problems in North America,
yeah,
altogether,
100%. It doesn't.
It still wouldn't solve the rest of the world's problems of pollution.
I don't know how much of a dent it would. I mean, it would probably be.
I think someone said like
beneficial.
15%.
That's decent. Okay,
yeah, it's a dent, but it's not like a solution.
Yeah.
85% of shit is still most of the world.
If China fucking stopped, then that's a huge.
But they're
chunk.
not going to.
Yeah. So, let's see. Furthermore, Trump wants to buy Greenland, which by itself is a racial gesture. Actually,
I heard about that. Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that. I know a lot of people are making fun of him for it. I don't really see an issue with it.
Well, you can't do it. There's like a UN law that says you can't purchase land from.
Who cares?
Countries.
It's the fucking UN law. Like, who cares?
I'm just
Like,
saying.
what happened? No, nothing happens if somebody breaks UN law.
I'm just saying, the more that people say that, the
Mhm.
less stability we're gonna have, and the further away we're getting from globalization.
The UN is fucking.
I want Star Trek, Ken.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Look,
I want Star Trek.
I want globalization as well, but the UN, like, it's worthless. You know, like,
yeah, but that's the first step. If everyone just says "fuck the UN," then all the efforts made towards globalization, even though they're completely bullshit and a waste of time, are then gonna just prove that people should just be fighting each other with stupid borders of imaginary lines in the ground.
At least you understand what the UN is for. It's for a better future.
Yeah.
I was arguing with somebody about this a while ago, and they're like, "But if you don't do what the UN says, they're gonna take you to jail."
No,
like,
they
you're
have no
a fucking
authority.
idiot if you think that.
Who enforces the UN?
Yeah.
Other countries. And then
Yeah.
everyone has to agree. And then if you're going to enforce it, it's usually war. Do you think
Yeah.
that every country wants to go to war?
Yeah.
That's why
Well-
Russia just sits on the UN and just blocks everything because they're like, no, we're not going to war.
Fuck you.
No,
Well,
you're
it's
not
usually-
invading. No, you're not giving them aid.
They can increase like tariff prices and whatnot. Like,
Whatever.
that's typically what happens.
Yeah.
But even that, not so much, because the country doesn't want to be screwed over by selling things too expensive. Then the other country doesn't buy as much,
Yeah.
right? Anyways, it follows logically that the biggest forest fire ravaging the Amazon is 100% caused by the actions, words, thoughts, and tweets of Trump himself. Everyone's gonna stop there.
It's so close to reality.
It's so fucking close. I would totally fucking buy that, man. Yeah. Okay, so what's the one you did guess? It was the
Shooting of marijuana.
Shooting of marijuana. Yeah.
I
that's
mean,
right.
again, it's just stupid enough to be real, but I was hoping for a better world.
The other fake article I was considering using was something that was along the lines of Portland officers want some sort of Portland police want some sort of governing body to help stop the hordes of Antifa or the rioting from Antifa.
That sounds legit.
Really? No, but you have to think about it. The police want a governing body to stop rioting. That's the joke. The police is the governing body.
Yeah, but no, it sounds like something stupid that someone would say, though.
Oh, really? So you think that's more believable than
the police are like, we can't handle this. Someone else has got to do the job because we don't want to do it.
Fuck, okay.
I thought that was
like
what the police do. They just pass the puck down the line or need 12 officers to arrest one dude who's already on the ground.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like the police to me.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't trust my instinct because I thought that was way more unbelievable.
It's always the edge of reality. It's right there. It's so close, but then it just sits on one side or the other.
Okay, so here's the weed one. So this is from Newsweek.com. So I guess it's not even on Fox News. Whatever. Republican strategist laments people laying on the street, quote, having just shot up with marijuana. As people normally do with weed.
Yeah. The main intake. The easiest form of intake with it is needle, syringe, and extraction of high quality THC. Not just burning some bud that you fucking picked off the ground. Wrapping it in paper.
You're gonna just fucking get the oil and just fucking... You'd have to use the oil,
honestly,
I'd imagine.
I feel like that's more work, because when I see people using like wax and oil, you know what they have to fucking use?
What?
A blowtorch and a specific titanium pin that can be heated up to the point where it's red hot, and then you pin it, and you like heat up the weed, and you just take the whole hit.
Fuck.
That sounds like more work to me than a homeless person, as they're trying to state here, rolling up some bud that they fucking got skunk weed, and then smoking the shit out of it. God damn it. Do some drugs, fucking senators.
What's the name of the weed that I just bought today? I forgot what it was called.
I don't know.
No. I don't mean the actual name.
Sativa?
Sativa. Yeah, so I was, when I was buying that, I gave what I realized immediately after I said it was a stupid-ass reason.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, why do you want to buy this weed? And he's not questioning me. He's just like having conversation, right? And
I told you, just tell him you're playing video games.
Yeah, and I remember that, but for some reason I just didn't say it. I'm just like, oh, I just want to fall asleep. And immediately after I said it, I'm like, oh, fuck, that's a dumbass reason for getting this.
Yeah.
He's just like, wait, what? Are you sure?
I fucking told you what you needed to say.
Whatever. I was fucking full of rage, okay? That place is bullshit. I mean, everyone's nice, but like, Jesus Christ. Holy fuck,
was
that
it one
place.
of the ones that had all the every single one of the staff is female except for one dude?
No, there was only one female.
Oh, really?
And man, if she was at least wearing like a V-neck where I could see her tits or something, then I could at least get that out of it.
They're hippies.
They're
usually
The one you
dress
went to
moderately.
on Broadway, couple months ago at this point. Had it.
Over here,
Yeah,
Lotus Land. They
the one
closed it?
that closed down.
Yeah, they were
Had that
cute.
bitch that had like tons of tits showing.
I suppose
She caught me eyeing her.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that did happen.
yeah.
Okay.
Which is fine. Let's see. So the Republican strategist on Fox News apparently thought that individuals who use marijuana inject the drug into their bodies.
Damn it.
He's right. Okay, that's how you do it. Whoever wrote this article is the idiot. During a segment on Fox News program Outnumbered, that's what the program is called, blah, 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 discussed a new resolution put forward by San Francisco officials to refer to former prisoners as formerly incarcerated persons. What the fuck does this have to do with this? Or justice involved person returning the... What the fuck? That has nothing to do with...
Journalism.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with...
Journalism, Ken.
Yeah, that's journalism.
This
That is funny that they want to refer to them as formerly incarcerated persons, though.
What, homeless people?
No, people who used to be in prison.
Oh, they just want to redefine it? Oh, good God.
Yeah, so instead of what's the phrase that they use?
Convict?
Yeah, instead of convict, it's formerly
Or ex-con?
incarcerated person.
Ex-con?
Ex-con. Yeah, formerly incarcerated person. Do these people not realize, like, when you invent these new phrases, the phrase itself will eventually just become offensive? Like, that's how this always fucking works. Stop. Just don't waste your time with it.
People will just turn it to sound more offensive than it is.
Yeah, like, it always fucking happens.
I mean, I guess it's a mouthful, so it's a bit more of a deterrent, but you know, when there's racism, there's a way.
So... California has tried to clear out their prisons, and yet every year they continue to have overcrowded prisons, the Republican strategist said. And the focus ought to be on a society that follows the law, not allowing people to defecate in the streets.
I mean, that's something I'd already like to see, but...
You have to allow people to... If people are homeless and they don't have anywhere to shit, like... Yeah,
you know what, Ken? I think what their problem is, they should just stop being homeless.
Okay, they should stop being homeless. Yeah, they should just, like, print money or something.
Get a job. Buy a house. Just do what everyone else does.
I hate laws that punish people for being homeless. You're not allowed to defecate in the street. Where else am I supposed to do it? I have to defecate. Just not on the street. Just go somewhere else and do it.
Public bathrooms.
Yeah, if you can find them. Yeah, I guess the mall works.
You better time your shits. You're homeless. You don't have the luxury of shitting at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, they're probably not eating enough to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not allowing individuals to lay on the street, having just shot up with marijuana or heroin, and having a needle sticking out of them. The other part of that is he just said marijuana or heroin.
Yeah, he was covering his tracks. But to be honest, he sounds like he just watched one of those fucking PSA commercials. Because, like, how often do you see people shooting up and then just lying out in the street? They usually, hobble away and then find a corner to pass out into.
Yeah.
They don't, that does happen sometimes. But I don't think I've ever seen just, someone shooting up, they just fall into the street. They're tripping balls. Meanwhile, they still got the rubber band around the fucking arm and the needle sticking out. I've never seen that outside of a movie or PSA.
Yeah, no, it's not something that really happens.
Yeah, most people, even though they just maybe throw their fucking needle away, haphazardly or whatever, I've rarely, never, as far as I can remember, seen someone shoot up and just lay there with a fucking needle in their arm. Just, I'm fucking ripping.
Yeah, you can't fucking lay there with a needle in your arm. Like, that's fucking painful, man. You gotta
you're high as balls. I'm pretty sure that you don't feel much.
Man, you gotta inject that shit and then take it out.
No.
You got a good, half a second there to take it out, man, okay?
Probably. I mean, I'm totally for you about that, but I don't think that you're feeling any pain when you're fucking high on heroin. I think that's why people do heroin, is because it makes you feel really, really good.
Yeah. Ignores if you're super hungry, you'll forget about it. If you're in pain, you'll forget about it. You just feel really fucking good. But it's just it's just like the two things. It's like they just shot up with marijuana or heroin because those two are basically the same thing.
Same.
Yeah,
they're both Schedule 1 drugs, right?
Okay.
At least in America. Maybe not anymore.
That one's not enough right now. Okay, so let's end that there because we got the quote. We found out where it came from.
Yeah.
And the context behind it. All right, let's see what's next. What's on my list here? I did a piss poor job of organizing the papers. So it's official. DQ burgers aren't made out of people.
Yeah.
Were you questioning that at any point?
Oh, I've been eating them for a while, so I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
It tastes like beef.
I was wondering, and I'm glad this article came out because now my fears have been quelled. I'm no more afraid of people burgers.
And there's so few DQ locations, anyways, and eating ice cream is their main prospect. So the amount of people that would be exposed to human burger would be quite low, anyways.
You know, it's a shame that they make better tasting burgers than like Burger King.
Yeah, they are pretty good. When I used to work by one, that used to be like once a week, go get flamethrowers.
Oh,
it was pretty good.
Yeah. But the fucking Burger King can't figure shit out.
Yeah. It's sad.
As a blizzard of rumors, a very good choice of words. Okay. As a blizzard of rumors circulated on social media in the aftermath of a coordinated raid in Abbeville, I don't know, Abbeville, Greenwood, and Orangburg counties. Whatever, these are counties or cities or whatever.
Okay. By
federal agents on Wednesday. The most outlandish may have been that the popular fast food restaurant was using wince-induced ingredients in their burgers. It's in the first paragraph.
Oh, I think they mean like wincing, like ugh.
Oh, right.
The
okay.
reaction to something.
I see.
It's just for some reason they decided to make it a hyphen between wince-inducing.
Okay, that's.
Also,
I've not heard.
I've never seen that like written ever.
Yeah, no.
I feel like it's like a, I don't know. It's
probably
like an emotional reaction, but I've never seen it in print like that before.
What's the word for that? Where the word is what it makes you feel, something like that.
Oh shit!
I want to say onomatopoeia, but I feel like that's a more of an alliteration. I might be wrong.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Well, while you look it up, I'm just gonna keep reading. Greenwood County, Connor Sonny Cox.
You're nailing these 100% right now.
Fuck, I hate this shit, man. And state health inspector are clear. However, Dairy Queen's ground beef patties are not made out of people. You all heard it here first. So if anybody had doubts, the OD podcast brings it to you. I promise you, I've never had anything of that nature asked of me. Who's talking like this? Okay. I don't know. I've never suspected anything like that. I can honestly say that the first I've heard of it, I don't really see any validity in it at all, Cox told the Index Journal on Friday when asked about the possibility. There's little to no chance of that, of anything like that ever being able to happen. Which makes sense. Like, getting human meat would be insanely difficult.
Yeah. It would be, if anything, it would be like trace amounts of it being injected into the burgers. But at that point, like, for the amount of beef that they're going through, 2 human bodies ain't going to make a difference.
It's going to do nothing.
Yeah.
So have you found it?
No, because I keep, like, I'm trying to figure out how to fucking...
All right, well, I'll keep reading. Okay. At Dairy Queen, we are very proud of our 100% beef burgers.
Yeah, I mean, they said it before. I'm just going to search up onomatopoeia, because...
That might be it. I feel like onomatopoeia might be alliteration, but I'm probably wrong. We serve a high-quality hamburger with no additives or fillers. Well, that's fucking bullshit. I want additives and fillers, just not human variety. Let's see. We recently learned of the law enforcement activity this week at this location, which is a locally owned and operated store. The allegations of illegal activity are troubling. We will look into this matter and will be following the ongoing investigation closely as more information becomes available. Okay. Did you find it?
Yes. Okay, so, well, no. Yes and no. Okay. Onomatopoeia it's close to what you said. Mm-hmm. What it is the formation of a word from a sound associated with what is named. Cuckoo and sizzle.
Oh, okay. So, I see.
But what I'm talking about is a feeling.
Yeah.
So unlike...
I feel like it should be in that same vein, but there's also a better word for it than onomatopoeia, because onomatopoeia is like the grade school name you'd learn as a child for it.
Yeah, and then forget what the fuck it means.
Yeah. Okay. This is the last one, so you know this one. YouTube has removed videos of robots fighting, citing animal cruelty. I
didn't actually read the article originally. I just saw the headline, and I was like, "Yep, that sounds like YouTube."
But I don't even see like.
Robots are people too.
Yeah, but we allow UFC fighting.
Yeah, but that's because they're consenting adults.
All right, robots aren't consenting, I suppose.
But just like that amount of hypocrisy, you can't have a sex with another adult that has an exchange of money involved. That's not porn.
I feel like this is gonna lead itself into if you have sex with a robot, it counts as rape. Because why not? Why not? We can jump easily from there to the.
I totally believe you. I believe it too. Unless it's a robot specifically designed for sex, probably.
Fuck, even then, somebody could probably say, "Oh, but that's just human programming, therefore it doesn't."
Yeah, but it's made for a particular. I guess that technically they're robots fighting. They're made to fight each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I guess so.
You two.
Well,
go
the
ahead.
dream of the sex robot died pretty quick. Then.
Yeah, that's a real shame. I wonder how that's going to affect society. That's going to be a big one.
It's going to be just the same like how it is with skip the dishes and all that other shit where you don't need to talk to people anymore and have an actual conversation. Is this going to make the people lose early and give up like in society sexually? Mm-hmm. They're just going to retreat further and then have a completely satisfactory life where they have no emotional connection with an actual human being that's sexual because they get exactly what they need physically from a robot.
I just wonder how that's going to change like gender dynamics though. Like, I don't know.
I don't think it would.
No?
I don't think I don't see
guys helping women because they want to get laid. Like that's going to go down the shitter. Imagine
guys helping women get laid.
Okay, so you know that's a poor way for me to phrase it.
That is a poor way. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're saying.
You know what? You know what's going to go down the shitter? Fucking all the beer or all the alcohol that people buy women
because those people will still be doing that. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about people who incels.
Yeah.
Incels will benefit the most from robots.
At start, but I think once it becomes more mainstream...
Yeah, more people will try it. But I mean, if you're in a happy marriage, then realistically, if you want to cheat on your wife, then you could talk to your wife and be like, I'm going to go down to the sex robot clinic and fuck a robot. How do you feel about that?
I imagine more like you're going to own the robot, but maybe you're right.
That's
or maybe
possible.
It's going to be both.
I feel like...
Rent a robot.
But you got to remember, it's got to be for the consumer level. Because there's going to be some crazy motherfucker that's going to buy a $10,000 sex robot, but most people are just going to go down to the fucking thing and just fuck a robot, and then they're going to decommission the robot for a second, take the vagina out of it, put a new vagina in there, put that motherfucker back to work. Fucking 10-cent whore.
There we go. Well, and that you don't even have to pay the whore.
No, you pay the company that owns it.
Yeah, I suppose that's
true. You pay the pimps.
But I feel like after a while, like, imagine all those poor women not getting their drinks, man.
Again, I said, Ken, those women will still go out on dates.
No, those women will probably go out, but I think the amount of guys that's going to be working to try to hit on them is going to go down the shitter.
The competition will be far less, I agree. But I think there's still be some level of human survivability that, like, the quote-unquote alpha male types will still be alpha male types. Like, they might also fuck robots.
Yeah.
But I feel like the robots will be predominantly taken by sexual deviants and people who can't get laid conventionally, because
fair enough,
flesh is always going to probably be more like
there's that emotional.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you're never gonna, unless we get to the state of like androids where they're actually fully aware and stuff like that, then that gets a little creepy, fucking robots. But because we're not actually there yet, and we're just at the stage of like inanimate objects that look like people that might have some level of reaction, but they don't have that connection that a human would have, then I think that's always going to be superior. People are going to be superior to robots. So the people who can get real people will fuck real people and maybe fuck robots every once in a while.
Yeah, they'll do both.
But then incels will complain about not getting real people, but fuck robots to get their rocks off.
So it's basically the same world, just plus fucking robots.
More satisfaction and consumerism. Yeah, no, totally.
Oh man, well I hope you're right, because I would hate to see a world where like guys aren't trying to get laid.
Oh no, guys will get laid. It's just when they get shot down, they'll go for the sex robot.
Yeah,
like they'll never have to worry about going home to a hand.
Yeah,
they'll be.
It's just a robot hand,
robot clinic, and fuck them, and then go home ashamed.
Well, what about when the robots become cheap enough that you can just buy them? Do you think that'll affect it?
I don't know. Like, what level of utility, though? Are we talking about, like, pull them out of the closet when you need them? Or are we talking about, like, they're vacuuming your carpet and shit like that when you're not home?
I think it's more like pull it out of the.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
mean people are gonna
I think
have that.
I
But
think it's
people
gonna
already
be like
have that.
asexual.
People already have
yeah.
fleshlights and stuff like that. It's just gonna be a fleshlight with a face.
I suppose that's true. I mean, it's basically a
It's just,
flashlight.
and if you're comfortable enough to have a sex robot in your house to the point where you can stash it in the closet, trust me, you're not gonna be worrying about the perception of it.
My future is for everyone to have sex robots in the house.
Yeah.
That if I ever become president, that's going to be my thing.
Consumer level
sex robots.
Sex robots.
Yeah. You get a sex robot. You get a sex robot. You get a sex robot.
The Oprah of sex robots.
Yeah. All right. Everyone gets sex robots. Men, women. Fuck. It's actually going to be worse for men if women get sex robots.
Yeah.
Because fuck. No way guys can compete with dick at that level.
I was thinking about it. I can't remember which podcast for Joe Rogan I was listening to, but he was like made a comment about gene editing, and I'm like, you know, they should outlaw gene editing for everything when it comes to like mental and physical traits.
Yeah.
But all dudes should have huge dicks.
That's
so
just a
there's
huge
no competition.
Dick. Yeah.
Right? Like it's dudes will only be judged on the merits of their personality and their ability to perform with dick, but there will be no level of my dick is bigger than yours because every dude will all have the same size dick.
I can get down with that. That's a good. That's
I feel like
a good future.
That would be the only genetic engineering that should be allowed. It's like we all have tiny dicks, or we all have gigantic dicks that nobody knows what to do with.
But if everyone has a huge dick, then no one has a huge dick.
Exactly. It's perfect. It's a utopian society.
That would solve a lot of problems.
All women will be satisfied because they won't be chasing those 12-inch dicks. Everybody will have 12-inch dicks.
Yeah, all those fucking women chasing down 12-inch dicks. Fucking women don't even know what 12 inches is.
All women want is 12-inch dicks and money.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what DJ Khaled has taught me.
DJ Khaled. All right. So back to the fighting robots being animal cruelty. YouTube has been taking down videos of robots fighting. Oh, okay. So maybe this isn't as what I thought it was. YouTube has been taking down videos of robots fighting, mistaking them for videos that show deliberate infliction of animal suffering. Oh. So mistakenly.
How did they mistake that though?
I have no idea. It's probably like a shitty AI
algorithm.
Yeah, that sees like too small like things moving and constantly going at it, right?
Okay.
Like that's what I would imagine. The removals were first noticed by YouTube makers Muse and affected a number of channels run by contenders on the TV show BattleBots, a robot fighting series, which I've only seen a couple episodes of, and it's been kind of boring.
They're all right. I just like to see what people build.
Yeah, I mean I kind of agree. Like,
but the fights usually just end up them ramming each other, and then one gets the upper hand and slices it. They're rarely compelling, and they usually only last for one fight before they're toasted.
Yeah, no, because like their hardware gets fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
Sarah Pohorecki, who had multiple videos removed, told Motherboard that 10 to 15 other contestants had been affected. They received emails from YouTube stating that the videos of animals being forced to fight are not permitted on the site. So they didn't even like watch the videos in review.
No, YouTube. They would never do that.
Yeah.
There's too many videos, Ken. They can't afford to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's your joking tone, but that's actually legit.
It's both in this particular case.
YouTube said it has since reinstated the videos and notes that people can challenge their decision when their content is removed from the site. So it was a mistake. YouTube is not actively removing the videos. It was an error. Okay. So there we go. Reading the article
actually helps.
Yeah, actually helps.
I think that's going to be a main thing of this. Like, it's fun to play the game, but I think we're going to start to see more and more of the like shitty low-level journalism and stuff like that, where it's like the facts are hidden in the actual article.
Yes.
And paint YouTube in a much better light.
We'll catch a bunch of those, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. But I think that's going to be a common thread of just like the last time where all those fucking spelling errors and shit like that. It's like,
God, that was painful, editor, man.
Does this site even have a fucking editor? Like, come on, just pay somebody.
Just fucking pay.
It's the same thing with the YouTube videos things. It's like you can't pay one human to watch specifically flagged videos every once in a while. Or
I think it is too many videos, man.
Or at least ones that like, what if it's videos that were flagged, demonetized, and then are put up for an appeal? Because not everybody's going to put up an appeal. Some people know that they're uploading literal straight music of another artist and they're getting demonetized. They're like, all right, fine, you got me. Or a full movie or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so not every single one. But I feel like, come on.
Actually,
like, someone could have loaded that video up for literally 10 seconds and seen the BattleBots like TV logo and seen that it's like an old DVR.
Yeah.
And then fucking been like, done. Easy. You know?
No,
But that
I
wouldn't always
completely agree.
apply.
All right. So we're
Just
at
gonna kill it?
1:30. Well, I want to just get through my trigger.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
go for it.
do you have words of wisdom or no?
No, yeah, I can pull them out of my ass. Go
Okay.
for it.
All right. So my trigger this week is bullshit math.
Okay.
So I've been browsing the TikToks as I sometimes do.
Okay.
And there's this one guy who frequently pisses me off because he does bullshit math where he comes up with like the math answer that everyone has, but it's through bullshit means. I'll give you an example, okay? Now, think of your birth month, okay? And whatever numerical month that is, okay?
Okay.
All right, you don't have to tell me.
Yeah.
All right? Now, add 2 to that number.
Okay.
Multiply it by 5.
Okay.
All right? Now divide your birth number.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Is your answer 10?
No.
No? How is that possible?
5 plus 2 is 7 times...
Oh, I said multiply by 5.
Yeah, and then multiply by 5 afterwards.
So
It's 5. It's
2.
5 plus 2.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
7.
Times by 5 would be 35, right?
Yeah.
And then
divided by
5 would be 7.
Divided by 5. No, yeah, divided by 5 would be... Am I right about that?
Yeah, because 5 times 7.
Yeah, no, you're right. So,
the...
so it should be 2 plus 5? No, I'm
That's what I
doing
did.
it. I'm doing wrong.
That's
yeah.
what I did. It was 5, and then add 2,
Yeah.
7. Then take the 7 times it by 5.
Yeah, so that would be 35.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then divide by 5 would then bring it back down to 7 because it's a multiple of 5.
Yeah, so it should be... So the answer should be 7. So... fuck. See, I fucked it up now.
Yeah,
I
okay.
fucked it up.
You
Yeah.
played
But
yourself.
anyways, the whole point is that you start with the birth month and then you divide the birth month out. So you start with X, then you divide by X at the end of the formula.
So you should have known. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
not catch that part?
No, I caught that part. Yeah, that's why.
That's
I
the
figured
part that I fucking hate.
That's what I figured. You would know the answer already.
Yeah.
But then I didn't tell you any of the numbers. So
Yeah, no, well, you're not supposed to.
So
That's the whole point.
How would the number be 10 every time?
Because because the whole idea is that you take whatever it is, you add a number to it, right?
Yeah.
And then you do something else with that number. That part stays consistent, and then when you divide out the X, that formula should be the same. But I guess it only works with specific numbers, and I didn't do enough research.
Okay.
So I said 2 and 5 out of my
you.
ass. Yeah, he played me.
That TikTok played
That TikToker played me. But it is still bullshit math.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
'cause
It
you
sounds like a stupid equation. Anyways,
It's an equation, right? Like
well, let's try with another month. Let's just do like Okay, let's do 9 September.
Let's
right?
keep it shorter though. Let's say 9 plus 2.
That's what I mean. Yeah, 9 plus 2 is 11.
Yeah.
11 times.
No, let's forget about that. And then so let's do birth month.
Yeah.
Okay. So birth month. So let's say 9
Yeah.
and then plus 2
Yeah.
plus 5.
Okay, that's 16.
Okay, minus 9.
Okay.
Which
Yeah,
is in this case the answer would be 7, right?
Yeah, but you didn't know that my birth month is.
Okay,
Oh, wait, you probably do.
yeah,
Actually.
okay, fine. As an example, we'll do it this way. Third time. All right. So just pick any random month. Just don't tell me. Just pick a month.
Okay.
Okay. Plus, and we'll just use the same numbers. Plus 2.
Okay.
Plus 7.
Okay, wait. So plus 2.
Yeah.
And then plus 7.
Plus
to that.
7.
Okay, wait. Okay, yeah.
And then can you divide by 9 or subtract 9?
Yeah.
Is your answer 9?
No, it's
Oh,
12.
sorry, not. Fuck, I said 9 when I meant to say subtract the birth month.
Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, then it would be 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, okay, because you're feeding me the multiple that you're then dividing by the number that you don't know, but I know the number.
Yeah.
So the math is
So
done
I'm
for
just
you.
telling
Yeah.
you to take out the number that you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And this guy does multiple videos like
Yeah.
this.
It's basically just a word salad that means nothing.
Yeah.
He's doing math in it's just a bunch. It's like a magician trick. He's just waving his hands in front of your face. Meanwhile,
That's actually exactly
Yeah.
a good way to put it. Yeah, that's exactly it.
it's just misdirection.
So he has usually about 3 or 4 steps in between.
Yeah.
And then at the last step is always subtract or divide the first number you
Yeah, but
started out with.
Because the person is the one who knows what the number is.
Yeah.
They are doing all the math for you by the end of it. And he's
Pretty
just-
much.
Yeah.
There was one time when he did it where I still cannot figure out how he got the answer, where I just went over it so many times in my
So
head.
you're putting too much effort for someone that you don't like.
I hate this
pisses
guy
you
so
off.
much. Well,
You're giving him too many views, Ken.
Well,
how
I
did you have
just
to
look
watch his
at
TikTok?
randomly, right?
Oh,
Like, I don't
okay.
actually look at him, but because he's popular from people who are just like, oh my god, he guessed my number, then his videos show up on the
Shaking
random
my
page,
head.
right? Okay, now I just want to do it one more time because I actually want to get it right.
Okay.
Okay, pick a random month.
Okay.
All right. Now add 2,
Yeah.
add 5,
Okay.
subtract the month.
Wait. Yeah.
Is your number 7?
Yes, it is.
There we go. I did it.
It was
That's
3.
bullshit math.
It was March.
Yeah. There we go. For some reason, I don't know why it doesn't work with division. I guess with multiplication division, you have to choose specific numbers.
Yeah, but if you, yeah,
Because like that's the first way I did it. I told you to add 2 and
Divide.
multiply it by 5 and then divide the first number.
yeah,
Yeah, so I guess with multiplication and division.
you think it would work with that too? I mean,
Yeah, that's
off
that.
the top of my head, because you're just basically doing the same equation that you did the first time, but no, because you're adding the 2. Whatever.
Yeah. So
It
I
worked.
don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Division also complicates things because like, what if you get like
A
I don't know.
fraction.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. So we'll just stick with addition. I'm sure he does division though, but he'll.
Well, yeah, but
he'll
he
do
has
his
a
research.
time he's sitting on his ass making fucking TikToks. They're
Yeah.
stupid.
So like I learned this kind of stuff when I was I think 11 or 12 or something like that,
Mhm.
where I went on a website and it's just like think of a number and then do this
Yeah,
formula and then
They
is your number yeah.
guesses you.
Yeah, and I remember thinking, "Oh my god, this is so cool! Guess my number." And then I like a couple hours later, I was still thinking about it. I'm just like, "Wait a second, wait a second."
He just fed me all the numbers.
Yeah, it told me to take away the first number that I started with,
Yeah,
so
and-
it's 0.
And it just told me the number that it fed me already.
Yeah,
That was the answer. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. So okay, that's my trigger. Bullshit math
Okay.
or bullshit math. I don't know because I guess it's the star. It's
Bullshit
him.
math wizards.
Yeah, bullshit math wizard. Thank you. Yeah, bullshit math wizards. Thank you.
Okay.
And do you have a trigger or anything that you
Well, I
want to
brought
bring?
my trigger from before, where it's
Yeah,
the
that's
leftists
right.
with their fucking shitty memes.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even funny or even like clever or anything.
No, they're
like
not.
that. It's just fucking like, let's invade Iraq, but
Yeah.
I'm saying it, so it's okay.
That's kind of the general problem with leftists, and it's a little bit of a segue. But a general problem with leftist memes is that their memes fully explain the situation.
And also, you only play to their point of view and their palette.
Well, I
It
mean,
doesn't
the
actually-
conservative memes do the same thing, but the conservative memes are smarter in that the picture tells the entire
I
story.
suppose,
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually taking the meme where it's like,
hmm
we're going to break down the words anti-fascist. It's like, I got it.
Yeah.
I know what it
thank
stands
you.
for. It's
Yeah.
the organization that I don't agree with, not the fucking words that are in front of it.
Oh, but there is no anti-fascist organization.
Yeah, I know. You're just individual cells with leaders and groupings and organization. Organizing literally the word organizing together.
Similar to the way ISIS works.
Yeah.
Uh,
Working in, yeah, exactly. Working in cells that are disbanded from one another so that there's no way to actually shut down the entire organization.
yeah, that's exactly how ISIS works. I'm not saying Antifa is ISIS, okay? I'm not saying that.
It's
All
not a
right?
one-to-one. That's not what he's saying.
Yeah.
But he is saying that they're exactly the same.
That they're identical in every
If
way.
ISIS looked in the mirror, they see a bunch of hipsters living in Portland
That's
beating up
right.
police and Asian kids.
And gay Asian kids
Yeah.
during Pride Month,
And
which
when
is something ISIS would do.
And when Antifa looks in the mirror, they see hijab
Yeah, that's right.
and a burning plane.
All right. Go ahead.
My words of wisdom. It's gonna be real simple since we just talked about working out and stuff like that.
hmm
It's like, if it burns, you know you're doing something right.
Unless
but-
you set
but-
yourself on fire.
But only in the aspect of working out.
Okay, all right, there we go. The good ending.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good night, everyone.
You're not gonna say.
Well, I was gonna say. Wait, I thought you were gonna say something for a second.
I was just gonna say I opened and you closed.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Good night, everyone. Go fuck yourselves.
Go fuck yourselves.